Hi and hello, Let's Play fans. It's your pal Berg787 back with a brand new series. Today we're going to be playing Age of Wonders 3, and it's been a while since I played Age of Wonders 3. I did the very first campaign, the very first mission, or the very first scenario, I suppose you would call it, for the Elven court campaign. What I'm doing now, in the meantime, since I last played, I've sort of played through the game, and I've done alright on it, and I've been playing it on hard as well. So I found that there's a lot of people out there who are who struggle on the hard difficulty. And I've been able to beat it on hard, so I thought maybe I'd try and pass on some wisdom, pass on some tips and tricks, and as you will, and do basically a walkthrough. And since I'd done the first one, although I wouldn't call it a walkthrough in any way, shape or form, the first scenario, it was more just me playing the game at the time. This one on the Promised Lands, we're going to do it in a kind of walkthrough kind of way. I'm going to explain my decisions. We're going to sort of skip out the fluff and all that, as you were. You can, if you're playing along at home, you'll obviously know the story and the backstory and all that, so we'll just concentrate on what to do to win the game. So as you can see, we're playing on hard, we're playing the Promised Lands campaign, or the Promised Land scenario of the Elven Court campaign, so let's just get straight into it, shall we? We'll hit next, and just skip all of this. Okay, so here we are. Yada, yada, yada. Right. The plan is that I think the main difference, or the main thing that sort of fools people or makes it difficult for people when they jump from normal, they find normal a bit too easy, but hard being a bit too hard, which kind of makes sense, but you catch my drift, is that on normal, the computer, the AI sort of allows you time to be able to go and explore the map and sort of take your time building up your cities and amassing an army. Can't really do that on hard. If you wait around, the AI will amass bigger armies than you for whatever bonuses they get, and they will come eventually, and they will overpower you and overwhelm you. So you can't let them do that. And the trick is, especially on this scenario, the Promised Lands, is to be aggressive. You've got to just keep hitting them, be relentless, because the AI, for whatever reason, the way it's programmed, I suppose, will never leave their cities unguarded. They'll always have some troops there. So the theory is behind this aggressive tactic is that if you're putting them on the back foot, if they do want to come at you, won't come at you with all of their army, which means you don't need as many forces back to defend behind the front lines. Plus, you as a human player should be better than the AI in terms of taking them on, even in unfavourable odds. So you've really got to kind of push and press. And that's the best way to do this campaign. That's the best way to do this scenario, I found anyway. And the goal is, as you can see down here in the bottom right hand corner, this is where we start out. This bottom half of the map we're not going to come to till much later on in the walkthrough. But we're basically going to make our way round here, through here, all the way up to around here, beating the crap out of everyone we find in the way. Maybe not instantly, we might need to pause here or there, just due to casualties and reinforcements and all that, but that's basically the plan. Keep the AI on the back foot, push through here, then we come down to around here, and once we get to about here, the scenario becomes very easy, because there's a few things that you pick up along the way, which will make this bottom half of the map pretty straightforward. But until we get there, we'll worry about that when we get there. Anyway, so here's this is a side quest, find the elves. We will find them. They're down here somewhere. We will run into them just through doing the map. Sundra must survive, of course. Ride the golden wyvern to Dragon's Peak. Once we get there, we will get a gold dragon. Once we get that gold dragon, the rest of this scenario becomes fairly easy. But that's not until the last third of the scenario, and again it's around in this area, but we'll worry about that again as we get there. Rebuild the raised city, we will do that. That's just right here. We will rebuild, we'll use one of our settlers to build a city there. Take over the region, yes, so we'll do all that. Now first thing, select a skill to research. Now before I do that, let me just check what Reskar has. He does have Summon Wild Animal, which is good. It's something I would have looked to have got straight away if I didn't have it, but he has it, so we'll just automatically queue that up to spell. Well, actually, I need to open the spell book one more time as well, so I need to see, does he have an offensive spell? No, he doesn't. That's kind of annoying. Bless and Holy Cure are fine, but you want at least one combat spell, one that inflicts damage to units, be it Suffocate, Magic Fist, whatever it might be. Something like, there we go, Rain of Poison Blades. Something of that note. You definitely want one of those at least before you do anything else. So that's probably what we're going to try and research if we've got... Yeah, Root Spears, here we go. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to get Root Spears, because you do need one of those. If we did have one of those already, I would have gone for Druidry 1 first, just to give us a boost to our mana, or rather to our spell points, as you can see there, and also increase our mana capacity, but mainly that spell casting points. And then we'll probably go on to produce Hunter, because that gets us to summon Eldritch Animal, and then summon gargantuan animals and all that. That's going to supplement a lot of our army, these summoned animals. So there we go. That's the plan. So let's hit root spears, because we will need it. We will combine the rest of our forces. Wonderful. And we'll move out. So that's where a city used to be, the Ray City. You want to rebuild the city right on that spot, because, as you'll see in a second, we move there. If you build it on that spot, the city scope is much bigger, as you can see there. If we were to build it there or there, you know, it's not as good. So you definitely want to build it right there. That's what we'll do. That'll be ready next turn, and we'll move our other settler along, and we're good to enter. Alright, cool. Now we do have a summoned animal. See what we get. It'll be one of a few different things, but we'll see what one we get. A boar! Okay, that's quite good, because he's got movement 36. Would have preferred it maybe if it had been something that could traverse the waterways, because that's a good way to scout using these waterways, because it limits what independent armies plus enemy armies or enemy units can attack you. If you're on the water, only something else that can go on water or fly can attack you, and there's a lot less of those than there is just units that can roam the land. But nonetheless, 36 movement is very good. So we shall send our boar out to do a little bit more exploring. This isn't really land that I would call exploring. This is stuff that we would pass through anyway, but you'll get my drift when we get down here. Here is, I can't remember what his name is. What's his name? Namek or something like that. Nomlik. He's a goblin theocrat who needs to survive the mission, and he will do. Just move him over here. We're going to clear out these elves that are on this gold mine, so let's just move there. Nomlik, why don't you join us in our stack? And we'll go and fight these. They're going to run away. Excellent. We could do no mercy and fight them anyway to get some more experience. But I think I'd rather not. Let's just let them run. We'll be fine. We'll pick up experience as we go along. So that's that cleared out. What have we got here? 2 wisps. We certainly want to go and clear that out as well. Our next city is going to be here. Oh, they actually want to fight us. Interesting. Okay. Well, we want to clear that out because our next city, the other settler is going to build around here. So we want that mana node straight away and these haste berries available for us. So let's just do manual combat. I don't want to risk losing anyone early doors, because every troop is vital in the early stages. Let's speed things up. Skip combat intro. Now, annoyingly, because it's on a mana node, these get recharging mana currents. So basically, we need to really sort of hit them straight away. Because if we could, like, for example, I don't know, hit them with Rain of Poison Blades, but it'd be pointless because they'll just heal up by the time we get there. So we'll save all of that and we'll just move in for the kill. Now, their movement range isn't very good. They can phase, I believe. But if they do phase, I don't mind, because it means we'll be able to attack them next turn anyway. Let's just move up again. They can only move to there, so that's fine. We don't want to move into their range, into their zone where they could hit us. And from that side, alright, so we can move right up to here, basically, because you can't get us, can you? No. Alright, superb. Move everyone forward. We could, I suppose... Well, we can't now because we've moved and we don't have any spell points, actually, so we can't actually use any of these. Well, Reskar can't use his, and Bless wouldn't have been a bad one to use, since we can't use offensive spells because he doesn't have any. But yeah, fine, we'll beat these without any spells anyway. Alright, so they've decided not to move or do anything, which is an interesting strategy. Now, if we move up 1, we should be able to hit him. Alright, it's not a lot of damage, but they've only got 16 health, so if we can do 3 times 3, 9, that's over half their energy gone. We'll see what we do. 2, 2, 3. Alright, not great, but it's good enough. And we're in range. They've got a blight weakness, so this guy should be dead. Good. Okay, so that's 1 down. Could just steam in and hit him, but I'd rather try and take him out from long range. You can't hit from there. Alright, we'll move a bit nearer. That's pretty good damage. You hit him. Will that kill? Yeah, it will kill. Alright, so they're dead. Bye-bye. Nice and easy. Could have maybe auto-combated it, but you never know with the air, especially in the early stages. I just don't want to lose troops for no good reason, basically, when I can just deal with them very quickly like that. There is a mercenary camp, or a independent camp up here of brigands who we will want to clear out as well, just so they don't cause us problems to our army. You keep moving forward, my friend. Actually, you probably go on these haste berries. You know, Nomlik must survive. So we founded this city. First thing we need to do... I do like to get cities into a state where they can at least produce a unit per turn. Even these early units, because these cities aren't necessarily going to be producing units for us going forward in terms of supplementing our army. But we do need a little bit of defences, because as I said, the AI even if you've only got a couple of, like, basically if you've got like 3 guys defending, the AI will never attack you with 3 guys. They'll have to attack you with much bigger army. They'll at least attack you with like a full stack. So if you can have 6 in a stack, if you've got 3 guys defending a city, the minimum they usually attack you with is 6. But again, that ties in with our strategy. If we're constantly putting them on the back foot, where they won't leave their cities unguarded, it doesn't give them time to amass army. So we just need a little bit of defences, a little bit of units in our cities, just to not let them take us, or some wandering independent army like this take us, or you know what I mean, just like a flying scout unit just come in and steal one of our cities. So we will build some units, but first we do need that builder's hall, so let's queue that up straight away. I would consider rushing it if we did have better city happiness, but we don't have tons of cash yet, so we'll just leave it there. 3 turns will be fine. Meanwhile, we will queue up another some wild animal, because they're going to be supplementing our army like crazy. You are going to move to, I believe, here. That should be where we're going to build this next city. Well, we're not going to do it this... Well, can we do it this time? We can, actually. Yeah. So that's where it's going to be. We're going to get the mana node and the haste berry straight away, and eventually when it expands a little bit more, we will get this gold mine. And that's pretty much it for this city. Enter. Alright, let's just go and quickly clear out these bums. Again, we will manual combat it. Don't want to risk losing someone just for the sake of a little bit of speed. These early doors. Later on, as the campaign goes along, we'll auto combat these stacks if they don't flee from us. Alright, cool. So, can you actually attack? You can, excellent. So, what we're going to do is, if you can see, we're actually out of range. If we move here, if we attack them, there's a line of sight penalty and a range penalty. I do believe that if we destroy this little barricade there, we should lose that line of sight penalty, which will increase our damage. So if we move here, oh shit, was it Reska? I didn't actually mean with Reska. I thought it was our other chappie, but it's fine. So he's destroyed that. Yeah, we've lost that line. The line of sight penalty. We've still got the range penalty. Not sure if I want to move nearer. So if we lose that minus 50%, I suppose it kind of works out. 12. No, actually, it probably would be beneficial to attack him. Yeah, if we do 12s here, 2 12s, it certainly would have worked out better. 10 and a 9. Alright, not bad. Still, that's 19. If we had attacked from there, 3 6s was the maximum we could have done. So we still actually ended up doing more damage than what we would have if we had just shot 3 times from there. So better, and we'll clear these bums out anyway. Again, kind of a similar decision. We'll move one nearer. Yeah, they're dead now. There you go. Sometimes it is better just to attack with 3, but if you can get that range penalty out, certainly, obviously, you can see the benefit there. We shall drop some of this shit on them. We'll do the human scoundrel to die. There's another thing as well that's important. You want to try and finish off stacks as best as possible, because if a stack, for example, these guys had 40 health, these guys have 35, but if they've got 1 health point left, they still do the exact same damage as if they had 35 health points or 40 health points. It doesn't actually affect how much damage they did. So the theory is, the quicker you get rid of that stack, it can't do any damage to you anymore. So that's what we're looking to do. I don't know if we're going to be able to finish him off. Will we be able to break this door? Problem is, we won't get rid of the line of sight penalty because we have to attack it from there. See the hex right in front of the door, and if we move, it will still have the line of sight penalty, is basically what I'm trying to say. So let's move forward. We'll still get 2 shots here. We're going to do a lot of damage. You know what? Just trying to think. No, fuck it. We'll leave them with the line of sight penalty as well. And we'll just hit them with some fire. Not a lot of damage, but we've almost got rid of them. The Draconian Raptor. Could send him in to break that, but then they'll have a nice easy shot at us. So we'll just move them forward a little bit, ready to pounce on the next turn. See what they do. Not a lot. Alright, that's fine. That's fine and dandy. Now, if we move here, it's kind of... Actually, we don't even need to do that. And I think we should be able to finish these guys off without too much problem. Just moving in a little bit more. There we go, that's 1 lot down. Keep charging. I want to get them down in health a little bit though, so if we move here. There we go, these guys are fucked. So what have we got them down to? 22. Still not quite fucked enough that we that I'm happy to just send our guy in because he might get retaliated on. He's not no good now though, so they're dead. These mercenary camps, very easy when you're fighting like that, like, you know, a human in control, but they can be a little bit tricky if you let it go on auto combat, especially early doors. You can easily lose a unit, and you don't want to do that. So we've got a Draconian Charger. Would have preferred a shooter unit. Not that this unit's going to be coming with us. Maybe he will. He's got 30 movement. Have to think about that. We'll take the reward. Maybe get another bow. Alright. Kind of seems pointless you having these 2 bows now, but we'll leave it at that. Sorry, I'm just checking. Yeah, he's got more movement now, hasn't he? 36. Yeah, alright, that's fine. The Charger will basically just sit in our city here. He'll act as one of our protectors. That'll be all good. You just go and eat these haste berries. Give us an increase to movement, and we'll do a bit of scouting out. We'll grab this gold here. Now, this is where we're going to get into our first sort of conflict with the enemy. There is a goblin city here. 2 random units, and there's a goblin city down here. There's a cave that takes us down there. What would be really nice, sometimes you can catch one of, not the main baddie, not this Shagna or Schnaga, whatever her name is. You're not going to catch her, but you can catch it. I think his name's Iggy or something like that. There's another hero. Sometimes you can catch him in between cities, take him out. That's really handy if you can do that, because then you move on. When you go down there, you can attack the city without a hero there, which is nicer, but it's not imperative. Either way will be fine. You move back, because there is some mana around here as well, which we'll go and grab. Alright, you as well, kind of like the first city, we want to get that Builder's Hall up and running as soon as possible. And you make your way back. Alright, cool, we've got another animal to summon. What have we got? Another boar, okay. That's fine, we might actually combine these 2 together. So, there's that mana. Got to be a little bit careful, because there is this random spider stack that's moving around. It's not dangerous in itself, but if you've got like one unit like this by itself, it can get rid of it, and you don't want to lose units stupidly. So there we go. We've grabbed that. Now, it would be nice if we had an animal that could use the water, because as I mentioned before, waterways are a very nice way of exploring and scouting out in a much sort of a lower risk version of doing it, because there's less animals and less units that can attack you on the water, but alas, we don't have that, so let's not complain about it. We shall queue up Summon Wild Animal again. We're going to be doing a lot of that, as you might be able to tell. And we'll go to Summon next skill. So let's get our Druidry up. That'll increase our spell power, our spell casting points, which we need desperately. You, my good sir, come over here. Aha, this is what I was talking about. Now, Iggy has come out. Unfortunately, we don't have the movement points to attack him here, but we'll see where he goes. If he stays around here, we'll smack him quickly, then go downstairs. Alright, he's moved into a position where it's going to take us a little bit longer to go and attack him, but I'm still okay with that. Alright, let's go and beat him up here. There's that spider group that I was talking about. Can we get you to join in as well? We can indeed. Why not? The more the merrier. Let's declare war. So there we go. Urglaf has declared war on us. Fuck him. I'm surprised that Shanga hasn't come up as she has, but whatever. We'll manual combat our way through this as well. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. He's not got a lot of troops. He's out in the open. Alright, yeah, you hit me with that. I'd rather you not kill me, you prick. Sure you won't. Alright. These marauders, or butchers rather, don't have great movement, so we can probably take these out with our range units and still not be attacked. Got slightly better movement, but don't worry about him momentarily. You do have light protection, that's fine, we can hit you with fire. I would move nearer, but again, I don't really want to get hit by the butchers, so... How far can you move? Yeah, we can attack without having to worry about being hit. Why isn't that showing me what it does? So we can inflict some bleeding damage. We can do it either way. Right, that one's certainly better, the longbow. Alright, so that's them gone. Can't quite attack those, which is a bit annoying. You will be able to hit us. Can we finish these guys off? Not quite. I'll have to take a bit of damage here. Finish them. So we might end up losing a boar here. Not the end of the world, because we'll summon a new one. Kind of, if you're going to lose a unit, use something that you can summon quite easily. It's better than having something that you need to build, because your cities, you don't want to waste hammers production on them. Well, not that it's wasting, but you know what I mean. you want to make sure that you maximise what your cities are doing. Now, we could fire down a rain of blades. I think we will do. Just not sure on who. Well, you're not going to be attacking us for another turn yet. Well, actually, neither of you will be, but we'll do it when you get more health and we can get you down quicker. Kind of more worried about you than what I am about their hero, to be perfectly honest. I'll leave things as they are. Yeah, I figured that we'd probably end up losing those one, maybe two of those, but not the end of the world. You move a little bit nearer and then fire with blight, fire with fire. Times are almost dead. How much health have we got left? 20. Okay, that's a bit more than what I thought we had, but no problems. Really? Alright, well, here's what it is. That's not even guaranteed to kill, but we'll try. Oh, it is if we want to do that kind of damage. Excellent, good stuff. So that just leaves us with the hero. Not sure what's going to be the best way to... we could do root spears actually. Yeah, go on, fire it out at you. Take the damage. You should be able to... How much can you do damage? 10, so we need to do another 10 damage somehow to him. Be able to kill him this turn. I don't think we're going to be able to do that, unfortunately. No. So we could do 6 damage. I think we're probably still better off if we move closer anyway, so we'll go up to here. Yeah, alright, so we might end up doing less. 11, no, we ended up doing more damage, which is good actually, because that's perfect. Now we can finish him off. Oh, actually, we will finish him off. There we go. Bye-bye. So we'd only lost one of our boars. Annoying, but we'll summon another one in a sec. Good times. Now, I do want to kind of kill the spider stack, but I don't want to waste time. I need to go down here. Oh shit, I forgot about that. It's alright, you can... Ah! Right, it's only a nefarious blow dart. I don't really care two hoots about that, but we can sell it, so we'll fire it to our guy. You, meanwhile, just stay away from the spider. I don't want to be attacked. I don't want to lose another wild animal, but we should be alright. So anyway, we've got to find and eliminate this guy now, which we will do, and find and eliminate her. He declared war on Shangna, whatever her name is. It's fine. Alright, Builder's Hall. So once we've done with the Builder's Hall, as you can see now, we can build hatchlings at one per turn, which is good. We just want to have a little bit of defences back here, so we'll quickly churn out 3 of those, and then we'll sort things out elsewhere. Now, when it comes to levelling up, what I find, obviously you carry over some levelling up points from the original mission. You get to reassign them. With your main hero, they got to survive. Well, all your main heroes have to survive anyway, but these guys especially. So I like to get them up to about 70 hit points, 65, 70. So to do that, you obviously need to invest a few in here. 70, go on, let's go 75. More hit points, the better. And we'll raise his defense a bit. There we go. And then out of this stuff, nothing massively awesome here. Night vision is kind of handy, but not imperatively handy right now, because we do have this goblin with us who's going to have that night vision when we go downstairs into that cave, so I'm not going to waste it right now. Blight protection wouldn't be too bad, but I would rather the range strength and probably the melee strength. Now let's go for the blight protection, because we are going to be fighting a lot of stuff that can fire blight at us. Alright, end that turn. So as we fire our way down here. Ah, there's nobody defending the city. Excellent. Yeah, whatever. Didn't we already have this? Well, they'll probably have some defending the city by the time we attack them next turn, but there's not much I can do about that. Move you up, so we want to get defences in here, because again, when they attack from here at the beginning of the game, if you leave that city like with 1 guard or something like that, chances are you are actually going to get attacked. Whereas if we leave them with 3 guards, they probably won't attack us. Blowpipers arrive, so we shall sell that, because we have no use for it. I might actually sell this other one as well, the short crossbow. We don't have much use for that, and all this gold and mana does make a difference. We'll hurl that, end our go. Don't think we're going to be attacked, but we'll find out very soon. Meanwhile, I'll just drop another summon animal. What did we get? A spider! Very nice. And a... Yeah, okay, that's fine. Cool, so we should have more than enough to deter any early attack here, but I'll still keep building troops because I want to bring some of these out with me once we come back up to the top. No, we'll keep that. You make your way forward. Builder's Hall has been built. Good. Your production, you can still, so we'll churn out another 3 here as well, just so I've got back, because once we take this next city over here as well, we're going to need to move some reinforcements over there to protect that, because that will be our new frontier, you see, so we need to be able to cover our asses, and we'll worry about increasing the city limits and building up other stuff as once we've got our defences in place. Now, skill research. Next, we want to produce hunters, because that's something that we are going to want to produce once we build our cities up a little bit more, and it's a pretty good unit, the hunter, especially for like a tier 1 unit. No one is going to be defending this city, or is there someone in there? There is someone in there, but that's fine. I'm almost tempted to auto combat this, but I'll manual combat it. Again, don't want to lose units stupidly. We should take care of this without too much fuss. I know I could do root spears, and this is less effective. The reason why I'm using her instead of Raskar is that I don't want to use up his spellcasting points, because I want him to summon another wild animal once we're done here, and obviously if I use the spellcasting points in this fight, I might be able to do that for another turn. Well, extend the time turn it will take to get that done, so I don't want to waste it like that. Meanwhile, we'll move forward. We're going to get hit once by these bricks. These marauders shouldn't be too bad once they come out of the city. As I said, it's more time consuming than it is difficult battles. Ouch. I don't know where you guys are running off to, but so we could finish them just like that. And they would be able to attack us, but the others won't. Okay, I kind of like that, that's fine. Let's get rid of these darters. Good. You could come and attack our Draconian Raptors, which I kind of expect you to do. We move here, can we attack? No, we can't quite hit, which is a little bit of a shame. We'll be able to hit you there if we move here. It's not great damage, you get a bonus there, but again, it's free damage in a sense, because they can't hit us. Always try and take advantage of that, move to positions where you're not going to be able to be hit. Not sure if we'll have the range from here. Oh, we do have the range, excellent. Again, not a lot of damage, but free damage, as I said. You can move you up to here. You can't hit anyone, but that's fine. You can't move any near. Oh no, we can move one near, actually. No, we can't. Alright, we'll leave it there. We'll see what they do. Presuming we'll have an attack here. Yep. And that's fine. Okay, and they've moved out. So we're going to attack these guys with the guys from this side, because these guys are obviously nearer these guys. So that just makes perfect sense, doesn't it? Right, move you forward. Don't attack with the blight. Line of sight penalty, really? Because of this? It's rather annoying. Move you forward. Yeah, you don't have a line of sight penalty, but you do have a shield. I could try and tangle them. 55%. Let's try and tangle them, because if I tangle them, they're fucked. Yeah, okay. So basically, when someone's entangled, if you weren't aware, they lose that shield bonus that they had, which is great. Plus, any attack on them counts as being flanked, which is massively important to be able to try and flank units. You get big bonuses to that. And they can't attack. They can't do shit for 2 turns, I think it is. Yeah, 2 turns. So they're dead anyway, so we can just destroy them here. Oh, we've got a line of sight penalty because these guys are technically in the way. That's fine, we've got 2 turns to beat them, so I'm not too worried about what they're going to do. As for these guys, I'm half tempted to move here, break that barricade, and then I'll be able to attack them without the line of sight penalty, I believe. Let's just make sure that, well, as I make sure, we're not making sure, but we'll see if that's the case. I think that should be alright. Yeah, they do have a shield, but again, there's no line of sight penalty or anything like that. Times you could charge them. No, that should be enough for us to finish them off. Yeah, it is. Alright then. Cool. End turn. These guys are finished now. We'll get Raskar to finish him because I want him to level up quicker. And all good. Wonderful. Alright, so now down this way there is like another goblin fort, but forget about it. It's not really worth pursuing. We need our main troops up this way. Also, with this city, yeah, you can tunnel and stuff like that. Maybe you can... on the lower skill levels, yeah, it's fine to do it, but I think on hard, it's a bit of a waste of time to do that. What I like to do with this city... we could migrate to Draconian just to speed things up, but I think we'll be fine. Wetlands. Yeah. Alright, we'll just absorb them. As soon as they've been absorbed, I don't think we're going to be attacked down here anytime soon, but as soon as they're absorbed, we'll build a couple of these swarm darters just to protect the city, and then after that, this city's basically there to generate gold and mana for us. Anyway, we'll come to that once we get an opportunity to. Again, like with all heroes, Sundren has to survive this scenario, so we want to make sure she's got plenty of health points, so the first lot of upgrade points that we pile in are going to be to her health. 70 should be fine. We'll do something similar with defense as well. We could pile another 4 in, but with the secondary heroes, does she have anything good that we can give? First strike's not too bad. See, stuff like this, counter poison, all units in the hero's army gain 40% blight protection. That is good, but she's not our main hero, so I don't normally go for stuff like that with these heroes. And now I usually go for something, well, there's not a good example here, but like Rogue Mastery 1 or something like that to increase their spell points and other shit like that. But in this regard, we'll just increase her range strength probably a couple of times. And we'll give her night vision, because everyone having a bit of extra vision is handy. Meanwhile, we'll summon Wild Animal. You're done with movement, and we'll enter. In fact, let's just drop a Wild Animal here, just in case. Still a spider. It's kind of nice. Just have someone in there. These guys aren't roving, so I don't care about them. You come out into the big wide world. And we'll move over here to see what's over here. It's a little bit of a force, but it's not something that worries me too much. We can move these guys out, because we only need a little bit protecting our back lines here, because our main army is very near the city. Move over here. Okay, so we built our 3 hatchlings that we said we were going to build there. And the next most important thing, I think, is to increase population. The more population you have, the better your production gets, your border limits increase, all this jazz. So let's go on. Well, we could get shrines, actually. No, actually, a shrine's going to be more important, because we are only down to 9 mana per turn. So we'll get a shrine out quickly, then after that, we'll queue up a storehouse. Good. You keep doing what you're doing. You go to sleep down here. Didn't we just say go to sleep? We did. Alright. And we'll queue up another wild animal. Alright, we should have enough of a force to be able to take these guys out. It's going to be a bit more of a bloodbath, but we should be fine. We do have 3 heroes, they don't have a hero whatsoever. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a cut in this part of the walkthrough here, and we'll continue it in the second part. So if you're enjoying it, please show your support, hit the like button and all that jazz, and we shall see you in part 2. Bye bye!